apple. We're just learning signing this morning on A Morning, talking about the advantages of being able to communicate with your baby before your baby can communicate with you by speaking. We have Charlene and we have Angeline and we have Rocco over here as well, who's going to talk to us through sign in a few minutes. But we want to talk first of all as to what age group we're talking about when introducing baby signing. We're hearing about this more and more. What age group can I start teaching my baby this?
Well, Cheryl, we generally target about 6 months is primarily when you can start. We have some that have started younger, but we say 6 months because, of course, if you start sooner than that, it's difficult to sort of sustain the patience to continually work with the child and teach the child. Yeah, so about 6 months.
And Angeline, how old's Rocco?
Rocco's 9 months.
And you've been trying to introduce baby signing over the last few weeks, and how's that been going?
Very good. He's not actually signing, but I think he's starting to understand.
So the idea is that every time you're saying something, you're using the signing, and then he's picking up on what that means, so he's able to do that back to you so you can communicate with him.
Exactly.
Totally makes sense. And the fact that, I mean, babies at this age are already kind of trying to communicate with you right now. Exactly the sounds he's making, the cooing and the crying, I mean, he's trying to tell you something. So it makes sense that this would be, be successful. Why use the American Sign Language?
Well, we take in a sign language as an image on the right side of the brain, and you take in sound on the left side of the brain. So it allows you to access both parts of the brain. So you have both ways of recalling. So it shows that advanced studies within children that it helps them learn. There was a study done on some children that at 2 years old, the ones that had learned sign learned approximately 50 more, they had a vocabulary of 50 more words than their peers that didn't know sign. So, and it helps, of course, with the level of frustration and communication with the parents. And
okay, so that explains my next question, which is the fact that some have concerns maybe that my child, let's say, was learning this. Would that delay their speech at all down the road?
No,
It wouldn't prevent them from actually wanting to talk?
I shouldn't say no. It doesn't make sense that it would, because when you're signing with your baby, you have a tendency to repeat your words. So if you're signing a book, there's like a brown bear book, and you repeat the word continuously, the baby will learn the word faster. They will start to repeat it back. So it gives them more access to more words.
Is he wanting food? Is that what that means? I'm just
he might want some Cheerios.
Angeline, how is signing with Rocco helping your family? How is it making things easier for you as a mom?
Well, I'm hoping that it'll alleviate frustration when he's a little bit older and he can't communicate with us verbally, that he'll be able to tell us what he needs and what he wants by signing.
Reduce the temper tantrums that happen in stores. Because that's a big sign. The reason that temper tantrums happen is because the child generally can't communicate with the mom or dad to say the frustration level. So if Rocco can tell you what's bothering him, hopefully there won't be any of that.
Well, if I could just tell you a really quick little story. This friend of mine, she has her daughter who was at 10 months was signing, started to sign about 9 months. So she started to work with her at about 4.5 months. And she was sitting in her high chair one day and she was having her Cheerios, and she asked her if she wanted more Cheerios. And she threw the Cheerios on the ground and she said, well, obviously you don't want more Cheerios. And she said she wanted more cheese. And that was the first time that she had actually been able to not just communicate to her what she wanted, but that she actually thought about it, that she just said, no, more cheese. So she gave her the cheese, and then that was fine. Everything was okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's so weird to think that such a small individual can actually communicate like that. Bye, Rocco. Can you say bye-bye?
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He's still learning. He's still learning. Well, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming in today and talking to us. We appreciate it. The website is smarthands.ca if you do want more information. Lots of studies there as well to talk about some of the research that's gone into baby signing.
That's right.
Say goodbye. Very good. Bye-bye. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to let you know what's coming up Wednesday here on A Morning right after this. Good job.